Hey Aries, what's up? So for this September, you're definitely going to be wanting to buckle up and get ready for this ride, because the energy that I'm feeling for your September is very connected to Pluto energy, which is all about transformation, intensity, going through the ups and downs of life. There's definitely going to be change no matter what. So it really doesn't matter if this change comes in a form of some bad stuff or some good stuff, because there's a new page and a new chapter that's going to be started definitely for you this September. And I cannot wait to see what's going on for you guys, okay? So this is a general reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. All right, so in your past, we have the Sun card. All right, so the Sun card, it is sideways. That's how it came out. So I do think that you have the choice of choosing what you want, you know? The Sun card is one of those cards that there is no bad to it. So this is good. This means something that you want is on its way. I think the reason it came out sideways is kind of suggesting that whatever it is that you wanted to come your way, it may take longer than you expected, or it might show up right now, just depending on how you were maneuvering and how you were using your blessings throughout your August, because this is your past energy. So it was like something you wanted came your way. What is it that you wanted, Aries? What did Aries want? All right, we got 3 cards that came out. I think you wanted to have a little bit more structure. I think you wanted to not have to just take a leap of faith. I think you wanted things to be a little bit more concrete when you were making decisions. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I think you didn't want to have to move in silence. I think you wanted things to be finalized. I think you wanted, you know, your job to acknowledge you. Maybe you wanted to have a certain progression happen at your job. With the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, you didn't want to have to hold your money so tight. You wanted to be able to spend how you wanted to. You wanted to get the things that you saw fit for yourself. And then Knight of Swords here, it's just kind of backing up what I've been saying. You wanted things to speed up for you. You wanted to have confirmation of something verbally. You wanted communication in whatever form that you needed communication to finally come forward to you. And then with the World card here, you wanted completion. You wanted to move on to that next phase in your life, right? You wanted that feeling of, okay, I got it. Something new is happening for me. I'm finally starting to understand what this life thing is all about. You wanted more structure. You wanted change. You wanted the renewal of something. Let's see if you got this change though. Okay, so most of you have not gotten this change yet. Very few of you actually did get this change. Most of you have not quite gotten to that point, right? What can you do to bring in that desire that you have set for yourself? What do you have to do to obtain that if you have not gotten it yet? Okay, we got 7 of Swords. So in order to get what you want, you need to be logical, you need to be intelligent, you need to add some personality, some wit to the situation. You need to be a little bit more charismatic with whatever it is that you're doing. So using kind of like a Gemini type of energy. I think it has the Gemini sign. Yeah, right here. If you look there, the Gemini sign is right there. So you want to be able to adapt to the situation and get what you want out of it by using your communication skills, by using your people skills. Just, you know, come out of your shell just a little bit more. Be a little bit more warm and social, and I think whatever you're looking for is going to come your way, all right? Let's go ahead and move into your present. So what's happening for you in your September, you actually got the same cards that Gemini got in their August. So they just got through dealing with what you're about to deal with. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So it looks like the romance, the fun of love is not necessarily here. I think there's some jealousy that may be attached. There may be some bitterness. There may be some less than romantic vibes in the air. And we have Temperance in reverse. There's something that's on hold in your life. There's something that isn't moving. And let's just go ahead and see what that is. What's on hold? Okay, so we have a possible opportunity that's here on the horizon for you. So during your September, you may be presented with some type of life-changing opportunity, just like Gemini is going through as well. This could involve a Virgo and an Aries, or this could be saying that with the Hermit card, this opportunity is going to call for you to be a little bit more wise in whatever it is that you're doing. You know, you need to kind of do your research on things. Make sure internally and morally this connects well with you. I also think with the Hermit card, it could be suggesting that you need to kind of seclude yourself from others so you can really focus on whatever it is that you are being presented with. And then we have the Hierophant card here in reverse. So this could also be a Taurus as well. We're going to see what signs are involved in the situation in just a second. But I think You have to change what you have believed is structure for yourself. Whatever you believe is the right way, it may be time to change it up, you know? It may be time to start over, build the foundation over. All that you have known for all of this time, it may be time for you to let go of those thoughts and start to bring in some new ones that structure you. And this can mean maybe just reinventing yourself, I think, reinventing your morality. Not to say that you're doing anything to make it worse or anything, but maybe it's just like, maybe you need to reevaluate what you thought was right all this time. Maybe there's some new ways that you're starting to think, some new perspectives, and I think you have to allow yourself to decide if that's how you actually feel. So let's go ahead and see what signs are involved in the situation, if any. Aries, you may be involved with a Libra during this situation. Or like I said, this could just be saying that you are going through kind of like this moral balancing, this, you know, trying to find the balance of your morality. And so this could be Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, all right? So what's the advice on how to accept this opportunity? Because I do think it'll be something that's life-changing for you in a beautiful way, something that you won't get the opportunity to encounter very often. That's the advice that came out. So you need to repair your self-esteem. You need to get back to feeling and knowing who you are to your core. And it's ironic because you being an Aries, you know, I don't like to base everything on just one particular sign in your chart, but you being an Aries are very known for kind of knowing thyself and doing for thyself. And for some Aries, it can be a challenge to really accept that because you kind of have to be selfish, you know, and not in a negative way, just selfish as in you have to know what you truly want so that you don't end up living for other people. So you don't end up living a life that you don't want to live. So you don't end up settling. You know what I mean? You come up with these new ways of putting action towards things, putting a fire, starting that fire, and desire. So you need to find that sense of self once again, because it's almost like you've lost that bit of yourself and it's making you question, you know, reinventing yourself, shedding that skin that you need to let go of, you know? And starting that new fire for yourself, setting that next phase for yourself in this life. That's pretty powerful, you know? So moving on into your future. So we have the 9 of Wands. So you're ready to do what you got to do, but for some reason you're having an anxiety on actually, you know, making that next step. You have the resources, you have everything you need on the inside to conquer what you need to, but you're afraid. 6 of Cups. This is usually about, you know, a person from the past or a memory, some type of nostalgic issue. So maybe it's saying that, you know, you are afraid because you have like a past issue that you haven't conquered yet, or maybe a complex or a phobia or just an anxiety about something. What exactly are you afraid of? What is Aries afraid of in the future? Chariot in reverse. So this could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or this could just be saying you are afraid of moving forward. And I think you're so afraid of moving forward that you're going to start going backwards. Because it's like you have to make some movement. You don't feel right if you're not making anything happen. But because you're afraid to move forward, you're starting to just go backwards. So what exactly is forward for you? What would be the next step for you that you're afraid of going towards? What's hidden in the future? What is the future for you? 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is interesting. With the 8 of Swords in reverse, I think that you are having issues with moving towards being free. I think being free of responsibilities or free of whatever it is that you're so used to right now. It's like you are so afraid of trying something new or moving towards that new territory that you are restricting yourself. You're not allowing yourself to grow. You're not allowing yourself to really see everything that's around you, because there's so much beauty and blessings that you are having coming towards you, but it's like you're pushing them away because you're afraid of what this might mean for you, what this means for your life, what this may mean for your spirit. So 2 of Pentacles, I do think you're battling with this. I think you want to, you know, move forward for the sake of moving forward, but you're afraid of letting go of whatever it is that you need to let go of. What is it that you would have to let go of? What do you feel like you have to let go of? 9 of Cups. So I think you're happy in your situation, but it's like you're just comfortable, you know? I think you're afraid of losing what you think makes you happy because you don't know what else there is to make you happy. You don't know what else is out there for you. Moon card in reverse. I think there's some hidden desires for you that you don't want to tap into, you know? And it's really prohibiting you from growing. and it's causing you to focus on heartbreak, depression, anxiety. And these are all things, it's like, yeah, you can go through these things, but it's almost like you're self-pitying yourself so that you won't make any movements towards the future. You're causing emotional distress for yourself and other people as well. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, Aries. So it's like financial stability, you taking control of your life, you having a happy domestic life, you having the family that you envision. All of this is right there for you to take hold of. Structure, organization is right there for you to take hold of. But you'd much rather just stick with what you know right now because you feel like it's working, but really you're working backwards. It's almost like you're running, but you're not going anywhere. You're just running in place. And that's a very dangerous place for someone to be, especially a fire sign. It could drive you crazy. It could drive you nuts. So who could you be having this attachment to? If it is a person, who is this attachment that you're going through this with? Sign or signs, if any. Right, so we have Aquarius. So some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. That's what you could be dealing with, right? Remember how I was saying in the beginning that this reading or this time for you is definitely going to be connected to Pluto energy. I'm telling you that you have a choice to go forward or backwards, but Pluto doesn't give a shit. Pluto is going to do what it feels needs to happen. So when I say change and transformation, that's what I mean. I mean, whether you want to take it or not, that's only going to determine what type of change you experience. But there will be a change. You know, there is no option of, oh, I don't want things to change. Things are changing. It's just a matter of what side of the spectrum do you want to be on. So for some reason, I just feel like someone needed to hear that. Change is going to happen. You need to determine how you're going to accept this change and what this change is going to do for you. How is it going to improve you? How are you going to accept it? How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to live with it? We got fixed air, Queen of Swords. This air Aquarius energy once again. So how are you going to be able to maximize whatever this change is so that you grow as a person, you know, internalize this and make it into a material thing for you or make it into a spiritual growth for you? So whatever the situation is, you have to take yourself out of it. You have to make it seem like you're working with an out-of-body experience, so to speak. You have to make it seem as though you are going through something that you have to detach yourself from and look at it for the facts. You don't need to put emotions into this situation. You need to look at it like, okay, if I go this way, this is what's going to happen, and if I go this way, this is what's going to happen. You know, it's easy to say this is what you need to do, but that's a very scary position to be in. I'm not going to lie. Because it forces you to look at reality. It forces you to look in the mirror. It forces you to look at the reflection of your life. And from there, you have to determine what you're going to do about whatever is wrong and whatever you need to improve. And that's literally what you're going to have to do with this change when it presents itself to you. Because like I said, there is no choice of, is there change happening? No, it's going to happen. What are you going to do with it when it knocks on your door? I feel like that was pretty deep. Go ahead and email me for a private reading if you would like one. All you have to do is email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Also, like this video so that, you know, I can see that you're enjoying them. Subscribe to the channel, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you have all the notifications come your way whenever I upload for your sign, Aries. I really, really enjoyed this reading. I feel like there's a lot of testimonies that are going to be brought up to the forefront after this season is over for you. Good luck, stay positive, keep your head up, manifest and get what you desire, Aries, what you truly desire, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Aries.